jongens, welkom weer bij een nieuwe Horizon Forbidden West stream. Soundtrack is still amazing. Oké, we zijn er weer. Morgen om 8 uur de laatste aflevering van de Panda S&P. De ander vindt het kut, de ander vindt het niet kut, want de andere vindt een nieuwe server. Maar er is geen Minecraft, dus we gaan hier ook niet over praten. Oké, let's go. Moeten we fucking 5000 blokjes, of blokjes. Als je het gaan lopen, ik loop nu al hierheen, maar het makkelijkste is dat ik via een campfire ga doen. Jongens, iedereen heeft zijn stream liken trouwens. Makkelijker is dat ik via een campfire ga. Dus dat gaan we ook doen. Hallo. Zo. Kijk eens. Oh, we moeten weer naar base. Nou, dit is een beetje lang. Nou, daar zijn we. Heeft die Gaia een arm? Ga net naar Gaia.
Welcome back. Aloy, I know your experience in Thebes was unsettling, but we have a new problem.
Did something go wrong with Beta and the rig? Will we be able to transport you to Gemini?
The rig is complete. The problem is Hephaestus itself. It has accelerated its proliferation throughout the Cauldron network, increasing its power.
But with your sub-functions restored, we can still succeed, right?
Correct, but the net effect is that absorbing Hephaestus will take longer than previously calculated.
How long?
Even with Omega clearance, my current estimate is that the merge will take 35 hours.
And each hour increases the risk of detection by the Zeniths. Two cores. Two overrides. What if the merge were carried out by two clones of Elizabeth Sobek, both armed with Omega clearance? How long then? Half the time?
Hephaestus would be unprepared for the simultaneous labor of two operators, in addition to obvious synergetic efficiencies. Calculating. It would reduce the merge time to approximately 4.5 hours.
Okay. Varl, it looks like we're gonna need Beta at Gemini. Do you think you can convince her?
I don't know, but I'll try.
What about our diversion? Are the pulse generators ready?
Only a final test remains. I am confident that if fired in proximity to other cauldrons, the pulses will mask our activities at Gemini from the zeniths.
Good. As long as Aaron can operate one without shooting himself in the face.
Aloy, you better get down here. Beta's in bad shape.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Ik weet nog steeds niet wat dit is.
Error. Data missing.
Is your focus acting up again?
That's fine.
I can take a look.
Aloy. I tried, but it's impossible. I don't think anything will convince her to go.
We don't have a choice.
Good luck.
Beta, you have to come with us. It's the only way. It's one mission. The most important one. We need you. Tell me why you won't go. What if they take me back? Alone, in a cell again. Their slave. Forever.
Ik zal je wel beschermen.
Laurel and I will be at Gemini too. I'll protect you. As soon as we get Hephaestus, we'll come straight back here. The Zeniths aren't going to find us. You don't have to be afraid. No! You can't protect me. Nothing can protect me from them. I told you from the beginning, we'll never beat them. It's hopeless. Beta. Leave me alone! You don't understand!
Bitch.
You're right. I don't understand. We have the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would. Don't you think I've thought about that? I don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing. I don't know what you have that I don't. I look through all the data from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned, and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's my defect?
Rust.
Beta. You don't have a defect. Beta. Look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth. The difference is, I had him. Frost. He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm or loving. The day he died, the day he gave you that charm, he was going to abandon you. He wanted me to embrace the tribe. But then he gave his life for mine. He loved me in his own way. And that was enough. What did it feel like? It was like having the strength that was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad. But it looks impossible. Look deeper. And then fight like you can win. You don't have to go on the mission. We'll find another way. I'll go. You said you'd try to protect me. I believe you. But you have to promise me one thing. Yes, of course. If it goes bad, if the Zeniths find us, I don't want to be their slave again. Do you understand? Okay. Promise? I promise. I could use as much time as you can give me to study up on the merge, to make it as efficient as possible. I'll be ready when you are. I swear.
Aloy, whenever you're ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for the mission. Hello again, Aloy. Hello, Aloy.
Hey, Gaia. So, me and Beta, I guess you heard what happened.
Yes. I am continuously impressed by the complexity of human relationships. Despite the unpleasant circumstances that led to your quarrel, I am pleased to see you have both found an agreeable resolution.
Well, two heads are better than one, right?
Yes, I believe so. Are you ready to depart for Cauldron Gemini? Or we can continue our conversation, if you like.
Jezus.
So our plan to capture Hephaestus. Let's go over it again.
As you wish. Thanks to Beta's test, we now know that Hephaestus will not respond to your alpha clearance.
Which is why I got Ted Pharaoh's Omega clearance.
Correct. While you were gone, Beta constructed the transport rig and pulse generators. When we get to Gemini, I will need to be installed on one of the facility's cores. The second core is for Hephaestus. Using Omega clearance will allow you to trap it.
And then you'll be able to absorb it.
Not quite. You will need to manually remove Hephaestus's malicious code before the merge.
How long will that take?
Because the work will be split between you and Beta, it will take approximately 4.5 hours.
And during that time, the others will create a distraction for us using the pulse generators, right?
Correct. They will each take position at a cauldron door and fire off their device. The energy surge should mask our activities until the merge is complete.
And then we'll have everything we need to defeat the Zeniths. Sounds like a plan. So now that you have Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon, how's the biosphere looking?
In the local region, conditions have improved. Superstorms have subsided. Water sources have been purified, and soil conditions remediated. These improvements will stave off environmental collapse for a few additional months.
Well, with luck, soon you'll have Hephaestus. Then you'll be able to fix the biosphere for good, right?
Correct. I will be able to design and produce robotic agents to permanently reverse the environmental damage that has accumulated.
How's Katalo doing?
I detect that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him, though he has not voiced his thoughts. I may be able to assist in his recovery, should he be interested.
Really? I'm sure he will be. How are things around here?
Zoe has been studying the morphology of her land gods in an effort to understand their sickness. Without the abilities of Hephaestus, I am unfortunately unable to correct their programming. However, due to Zoe's perseverance, we may have a workaround.
Yeah, she filled me in. Sounds promising. Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. While studying old world data, Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism. She appreciated the similarities with Utaru practices and encouraged Varl to try out this lifestyle.
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
Zero Dawn.
So, Project Zero Dawn. The greatest minds in the world, all working to build the terraforming system while the Pharaoh Plague devoured the planet. What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations at all hours of the day. Resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, I was launched and began my education. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience many personalities and perspectives to aid in my emotional development.
What were they like?
Scared, hopeful, determined. They were hurtling toward technological achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything to their dedication.
So the Hades Proving Lab, where I found the Gaia kernel. It used to be a Pharaoh research facility?
Yes. Prior to appropriation by Zero Dawn, the facility was used to engineer and test advanced computer viruses. It appears to have been one of many research initiatives by Pharaoh Automated Solutions.
Guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. He wanted viruses to infect them with too. Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate, though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. Did all that she could. Thanks, Gaia. So this facility, the Regional Control Center, it was meant to oversee the terraforming system?
For the local region, yes. Had humans received their education from the Apollo database, they would have then been guided here to assume operation. As that never happened, this place remained vacant.
Until Minerva decided to settle here. Have you been able to make use of Demeter's functions?
Yes. I was able to mitigate most soil conditions and restore a temporary balance. You should notice less rampant plant growth in the area.
Maybe that'll give Plainsong's fields a chance to recover.
Unfortunately, recovery in that area is unlikely without the assistance of the Utaru's land gods. I have discussed this matter with Zoe. I believe we may have a workaround.
Yeah, I'm helping her out with that. You mentioned that the superstorms have subsided. Is that Ether at work?
Yes. Thanks to Ether's capabilities, weather patterns in the local region should mostly stabilize for the time being.
Well, that's a relief. Be nice not to have to fight my way through a storm anymore.
I will continue to stabilize the atmosphere for as long as I can.
So, once Hephaestus has been recovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Yes, and to program their behavioral routines, or even control them directly.
So you could build an army of machines. Attack the Zeniths and take them out.
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary steps to preserve life on Earth, human life above all. So yes, once I have been empowered with the capacities of Hephaestus, I could design, build, and command such an army. Given the nature of the far Zenith threat, doing so may be our only option. I must admit, however, that I have misgivings about using such technology to kill, no matter how aggressive the enemy.
That's good. It means you have a conscience. As Elizabeth intended.
Indeed.
Were you able to make use of Poseidon?
Yes. Many rivers, streams, and lakes associated with the regional watershed have been detoxified. As a result, red algae growth levels have seen a marked decline. According to my data, however, it appears a particularly strong occurrence of red algae continues to persist near the coast.
Yeah, I'm looking into it. Okay, people. It's time to head out.
Let's go. Oh, kut. Heeft die gast wel een arm? Nee. Kut, sorry. Kut, sorry. Oh, hij heeft wel? Huh? Niet. Ik weet niet.
Connections in place. Booting up.
Beta, Aloy. I am fully installed on this core and ready to connect to the Cauldron network.
It's good to hear your voice. Errand, everyone. Fire your pulses and sound off.
I'm at my cauldron. This thingy, it's blinking. Did I do it right? In position at my cauldron. My pulse generator is blinking also.
That means they're working. I'm in position and mine is too. Mine as well.
Okay. Radio silence until I give the all clear. Signing off.
Ja, ik had die kerel wel echt een arm gegund.
Let's cage the beast.
What the fuck? Jongens, waar gaan we tegen vechten?
Connecting to the Cauldron network now.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance. Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance.
Clearance confirmed. Initiating containment sequence.
Critical threat detected in area escape containment. Applying countermeasures.
Lock it down!
Terminating external connections.
It's working. It's got nowhere to go.
Capture imminent. Initiating contingency 13F.
Wait, what's that?
Malware detected. Attempting to compensate.
Containment.
It's cracked.
Look!
Activating engaging autonomous defenses. Directive neutralize.
That means machines are on their way. Get ready.
Here they come.
Oh my god, dat moet ik never think of that.
They're onto us. Stay back. Take this ammo.
Aloy? Help!
Get back. Over here, you. Aloy, get a hand over here.
What the fuck?
Right away from Beta. back! I'm on target! Over here, you! Aloy, get a hand over here! Draw it away from Beta! Stay back!
Oh.
Get back! Over here, you! Aloy, get a hand over here! Get me that.
That's all done for now. You two okay?
Machines. Still breathing.
Aloy, Hephaestus can't escape, but it must have fled deeper into the facility. I'll drive it back here. I'll get the cracked core fixed in the meantime. Chase after Hephaestus. Force it out of wherever it's hiding. Make it retreat to the core.
Kom je dit eindgevecht is van alles wat wel bedenkt. Zet ik Horizon nu uit? Nee, ik kan niet. Het is veel groter dan Zero Dawn. Yeah.
I would reach the other side. Glide in.
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feet. You should know there is a huge power draw coming from the next chamber.
Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there. Some kind of production chamber. Hephaestus is up to something, all right?
What kind of machine is it trying to build?
I don't know, but I'm gonna shut it down. I bet those metal carriers will lead me to where it's getting materials from.
I bet that's where where Hephaestus is hiding too.
Looks like there are a couple of ways I could go.
Autonomous defenses to materials.
Well, that doesn't sound good. I might be able to catch her on the rail. Go over the shield.
Aloy, I've managed to rewire most of the components in the core, but the energy processor's cracked. Without a way to fabricate another, I've got to find a way past this shield. Landing. There's a way over the shield. I should be able to catch a ride on one of those metal carriers. There's another one at the top of the shield. Just a little longer. Okay. I'm gonna drive Hephaestus out of here. There should be a node you can override near the central platform.
Thanks. Maybe I should deal with these machines first.
Emergency urge of pipelines going is at hand.
Oh, great. More machines on the way. Beta! Hephaestus has locked me out of the node. Any ideas?
I'll see what I can do.
them all.
I tapped into the core's network hub. I managed to disrupt HEPHAESTUS' control of the node. You should be able to override it now.
Nice. Thanks.
Oh, wat dezelfde.
It sounds like it led to another chamber.
Well, I'd better not get comfortable.
Energy containment failed. Safe overlay.
Great. HEPHAESTUS covered the floor with lightning. I'll find a way over it.
Aloy! More machines keep coming! Please tell me you're getting close!
I'm working on it. Been smashing through a lot of machines on my side, too.
I guess Aaron's missing out!
Anyway, I'm making progress on the bypass, but I need something to hold the cycling module together.
Maybe a ligament from one of the machine carcasses?
Right? Or some luminous braiding.
And you could reinforce it with a conversion cylinder.
For increased connectivity. I think we can do this, Aloy.
Alright.
There should be a way to
Got it. Oh, here we go again.
This isn't good. I'll try to get your access back. Access restored. Now you can override it.
Good work.
You did the heavy lifting.
Purge imminent. Retreat to construction. What?
Okay. Festus is running out of places to hide.
Aloy? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
The machine Hephaestus was working. It must have finished it.
It's powerful, whatever it is. I'm almost done with the core repairs. Should we come to you? Maybe I distract the machine if...
Deploying priority.
There we go.
No, just stay where you are, ready? Handling the machine's my job. I should scan it first. This thing's on its legs and glowing. I think it's charging up.
Beter dit ijzing moeten we Motherfucker, die laat mij niet eens even weglopen. Joh.
It's done.
You did it!
Jezus.
There should be one more note to override.
Good. Stand by. I'm sending Hephaestus back.
400 man, man. Nou, ik haal je de vaardigheden. Iets waar ik nu ook wat aan heb. Ja.
No more hiding, Hephaestus!
Got it! Hephaestus is back in the core!
Make sure it stays there. I'm heading back.
And then we can start the merge.
Because of you, Beta. I'm glad you came along. And you, Varl. We couldn't have done any of this without you.
Right back at you.
The bypass. The core is stable. Hephaestus is 100% contained. Now we better get started with the merge. It's all set. Gaia, establish the link, please.
Done.
To complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus' malicious code. Carefully.
Nee.
Hello, redundant copy. You cost us quite a lot of time.
Nee.
Eric, get Beta.
Oh nee, Erik.
And squash that bug while you're
Hij lijkt op een Engels docent. Wel coole pakken trouwens. Ja, lekker voor je Erik. Als vooral dood gaat.
Get behind me.
Come on! Quit screwing around.
Nee, vrouw, kom op, niet dood. Nee, Erik, niet doen. Kom op, Erik. Kom op, Erik, kom op. Nee. Godverdomme. Kut, Erik. Nee.
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport.
Nee, kom op, vrouw.
Tilda!
I failed.
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda!
Ze is wel een cool pak hoor, jezus.
Stop her! I can't even see her!
Kom op, val, nee. Rust en dan val. Oh nee. Kom op. Val, please. Beta is weg, dat is nu gewoon zo. Maar val die. Ze steekt in zijn buik, misschien heeft hij het overleefd.
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when you
Tilda
were
van der Meer.
I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain.
Shit,
I
zit
can
er
assure
nou
you
van.
that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast. Okay.
Had ze altijd al 2 bogen? Is het geglitcht? Wat? Dus wanneer heeft ze een dubbele bow? Het ziet er heel raar uit. Nee. Oh my fucking god. Vooral niet doodgaan. Kom op. Oh. Ja.
What is this?
Just a few favorites from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world.
Okay.
Take a look, if you like. I'm
Nachtwacht.
curious to hear your
De
impressions.
nachtwacht.
My friend is dead.
Toch?
Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old
Wow.
paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art. Or the insight we might gain.
Ja, dit is de nachtwacht. Is Van Gogh dat? Nee, dit is niet Van Gogh. Rembrandt. Ja, Rembrandt wel, ja. Dat is toch Nederland, dacht ik. Nou, maar hangt hij toch in Amsterdam. Rembrandt van Rijn, ja, dat klinkt Nederlands, dus. Hier de World Cup beker. Nee, grapje. Hier, dit is ook zo'n bekend. Dit is ook zo'n bekend standbeeld. Was het niet een of andere god?
Done so soon?
I've got more important things to worry about.
Ja,
We both do. There is much we are trying to save.
There you are. Feeling better?
How
What
did
the
you
fuck?
find us? At the cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see. Well,
mooi.
suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on
Mooi uitzicht.
HEPHAESTUS, knowing we would need it at some point.
Dit soort pakken is heel erg
Your
cool.
ruse didn't fool us. And as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented
Zoek
due
allemaal
to their
Nederlandse namen
shields,
uit.
but it rendered you unconscious.
Erik en Gerard. Sinds ik in Engels
Perhaps
Gerard.
some breakfast
Erik
instead?
kan wel het Engels, maar dat is met een C. Ik weet niet, ik heb haar naam ook nog nooit eerder gehoord. Tilda. Misschien wel. Ik ken niet iemand die zo heet. Maar...
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta. In the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
After everything your people have done, you think I'm just gonna
Ga gewoon.
sit down
Ja,
and have a chat with you?
ja.
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them. And lived with them for 1,000 years before coming back. So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply. This.
Ja, focus. Denk ik.
Focus.
Ja.
You repaired it? But that means you've seen
Incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life.
Dat is dus 20.
1,000 years at my back and I haven't even come close.
Ja.
I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand. To be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity. Watching all this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it, all I want is to help you.
even if it means stopping your friends?
Especially so. Please, sit down. There. That's better. Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere. Remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia,
Hij pakt natuurlijk gewoon door een
we could do
regenbooggloed.
everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world,
The
uplift them,
enchanted armor. What?
create the world she imagined.
Iron enchanted armor met de
Let's
gold
not have
armor
ourselves.
trim. Oké, ik stop.
From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
Oh, he's been a busy bee.
Oh,
Building an
silence.
army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Regala and her rebels.
Even now she's preparing a final march on the
Dus
Tanakh
ik was
capital.
silent helemaal vergeten, joh.
When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been doomed. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except you and me. You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way. One that only I know about. While Silence and my friends are busy battling each other, we'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
How do you know about Silence's plan?
He isn't the only one adept at spyware.
You hacked his focus?
No, he's too careful for that. But his subordinates? Not so much. He gave additional focuses to the tribals he branded the Sons of Prometheus. By tapping them, I learned about most of his dealings. The distribution of override technology, the arming of Tanakh rebels, and the secret pact with Regala to attack Gerard's base.
But how did he come up with a weapon that can take down your shields?
That's the one thing I haven't been able to figure out, but however he did it, I'm quite certain it will work. With it and the Tanakh army, victory seems to be within his grasp. Such a shame he'll be disappointed.
My old focus. How did you find it, let alone repair it?
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving Lab, Gerard saw you as a redundancy. I knew better. You were a revelation. After your dramatic escape, bravo, by the way. Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead and gave up the hunt. I wasn't so sure. When the others were busy, I returned to the lab and searched for any trace of you. That's when I found this little treasure. Not easy to repair, but certainly worth the effort. As I watched your life unfold, you were like a splash of color on a worn canvas. What Liz was, and more.
Did you show it to the others?
Of course not. It was your actions that inspired me to defy them. It's worth noting that if I hadn't found it and watched its contents, I wouldn't have known to save you at the cauldron. You'd be dead.
So I should be grateful?
If you like.
Is het echt enchanted armor?
So you know all about me. What about you?
What would you like to know?
Well, start with your life on Earth.
When I was 8, terrorists flooded my home city. Thousands drowned, my parents included. I was one of the few who survived. My guardian Sent me to boarding school. Among my peers, I was the strange girl, the orphan to be avoided. All because of circumstances beyond my control.
Oh. So we're a lot alike, huh?
Aren't we? You were an outcast. But you didn't let that stop you from getting what you needed. Neither did I. I climbed my way out of desolation and used my wits to build a fortune. First from the technical analysis of art and the detection of forgeries. Profitable expertise in those days. But as it turned out, the software I developed was even more useful for counterintelligence. From there, it was only a short step to gathering extremely valuable intelligence on my own.
You were a spy?
More like a service one could turn to for information. I had to remain anonymous, of course, to protect my privacy. But despite that anonymity, Far Zenith inevitably sought me out.
You said Beta is not in urgent danger, so what are the Zeniths doing to her?
Putting her to work. Merging Hephaestus with Gaia. A difficult, time-consuming task, as I'm sure you know. They will compel her if need be. But her life is not in danger. She's the only one who can do it.
Because you people made her to be nothing but a tool.
Gerard's idea, not mine.
Gerard.
They always viewed me with suspicion when I attempted any form
Gerard,
of kindness towards
Gerard.
That's why I created the data channel. A virtual place where we could speak in peace.
Beta told me your colony was destroyed. That you came back to Earth because you had nowhere else to go.
It's true. After we reached our destination, a planet in the Sirius star system, we spent decades building a new home. The physical constraints of Earth, the boundaries of mortality, gone. To think of what we could have done. It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in effortless comforts and virtual realities. It took a cataclysm to finally yank us out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive geological event. We knew of instabilities in the planet core, but we underestimated them. By the time the collapse was upon us, it was too late to stop it. Only a few of us made it to the ship in time. We set course for Earth, the only safe harbor left to us.
Which you decided to make unsafe for anyone else.
Not me. Gerard. He believes it's better to wipe the canvas clean than work around the smudges. No more primitive tribes, no more combat machines, only a blank slate to do with as he pleases. But we will stop him. All we have to do is get into that base.
What exactly is your plan to sneak into the Zenith base?
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early age. Always know your exits. In this case, a place where Gerard's new construction meets the ancient foundation. A passage that only I can access. When Silence flings his army at the base, we will enter through this back door, bypassing most of the fighting. The distraction will provide us with a window in which to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Once we're inside the base, where will we find Beta and Gaia?
Here in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been reunited with all of its subordinate functions, including Hephaestus.
What about the alpha build of Apollo on your ship?
A simple matter of recovery once the others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have everything we need to make this world as it should be.
So this channel you shared with Beta, none of the other Zeniths ever found out about it?
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all of us. Even after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine that I would outwit him. the channel allowed me to interact with Beta away from their mistrustful eyes. It offered us a chance to be ourselves.
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes. Though it pained me. I was worried that our meetings would do her more harm than good.
She felt like you tossed her aside.
I was afraid the others would find out and punish her. She may not have had the comforts of friendship anymore, but at least I ensured she was safe. I know it seems harsh, but you must believe that her well-being has always been paramount to me.
Why did you make the data channel look like this place?
I built this house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place. Not just for me, but for the art stored below. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical.
Nou jongens, ik heb gehoord op TikTok dat de chips anders maakt. Ik ga nu vliegen.
I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
Ja, het is inderdaad... Ja, het heeft inderdaad minder smaak. Hé, gadverdamme. Yo, Mr. Pitcat.
They painted an irresistible vision of humanity's future. One where we need not fear illness or death. Where we explored the furthest reaches of the stars and thrived. It was only later that I
Nee, het is waar. Ja, thanks.
They only intended to bequeath this future to the rich and safe. By the time I finally figured it out, the walls were closing in, Pharaoh's machines were devouring the earth. So I accepted Zenith's invitation to a birth on the Odyssey. She had no good plans.
Oh, ik stik gewoon. Oh, er vloog zo'n shit in mijn keel in.
Regala's only interested in
Nou,
Kara
ik wil
waging
genoeg van
war
die
on
chips.
Contact. What does she have to gain by attacking Zenith?
Godsamme,
It's
man.
the price she must pay for her war. Without the ability to override machines, her little rebellion would have languished in the desert.
So she trades with the Sons of Prometheus. Machines to help her overthrow Hikaru.
In exchange for an assault on the base. Pride has deluded her into thinking she can actually survive such a battle. And all without ever knowing who the Sons of Prometheus really answer to. Yet for all of Silence's brilliance, still he underestimates you. That blind spot is what will allow us to take Beta and Gaia right out from under him.
While hundreds of Tanakh are cut down outside. So you didn't know the other Zeniths were monsters until it was too late?
I knew some of them were, certainly. It wasn't until we were off-planet that I understood the true scope of their greed. I was grateful to simply be obsessed with a kind of effortless immortality. They built a colony where machines serviced their every need, where any memory or fantasy could be endlessly savored in virtual reality. It wasn't life. It was stultifying. A pampered dream state. As the decades passed, I withdrew more and more, alone yet again. But this time with eons to consider my mistakes. Now finally, having met you, I feel like I have a second chance.
To do what?
Help you, of course. To fulfill Liz's dream, which isn't so different from Zenith's original vision. A better future for humanity.
So you knew Elizabeth. What was she like?
Liz was everything she was. I see in you. And more. Your ingenuity, your determination,
Yo, Leonard.
your moral compass. You've managed to distill her greatest qualities and make them your own.
I'm not asking about me. Tell me about Elizabeth. What was she really like?
The honest answer is that I don't actually know. For all the time that I spent with her, she always kept a part of herself locked away. It was like that from the moment we met.
So when you met Elizabeth, she was what? Distant? Aloof?
Not aloof. Not exactly. It was a summit in Paris about machine learning, a touchy subject in those days, because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down on AIs. Liz gave the keynote address. She had already achieved great renown for her work in automated environmental reclamation. But in her address, she was just starting to imagine the next step. An AI-driven system that wouldn't just act on its programming, but actually take responsibility for its sphere of influence.
To care about life. Not just follow orders.
Revolutionary stuff. I was fascinated. And I wanted to meet her for a long time. I watched her after her talk. She had spoken with such moral authority, such empathy. But after that, she retreated. I could tell she felt uncomfortable with all of her admirers. It was as if giving the talk had cost her something. I didn't want to be a pest, so I planned my approach carefully.
So how did you finally approach Elizabeth after her talk?
I picked the right moment. The morning of the next day, right as she came back to the conference, she had just had her coffee. She was fresh, rested. It was like she had braced herself for the onslaught of colleagues. I asked if I could walk with her, then put forth a question about her talk that I thought was intelligent. Her answer made me realize it wasn't, but she was very welcoming. Almost as if we were previously acquainted. It was only halfway through the conversation that I realized she knew exactly who I was. It was quite a shock to me. My business was trafficking in secrets, and I took great pains to protect my anonymity. So that was Liz, perpetually one step ahead. I came to view our meeting as a metaphor for our friendship. She always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
I guess I know the feeling. First Varl. Now Hikaru and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tenakth survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it.
Oh, er is ook nog een nepruimte. Of niet? Nee, oh. Ik dacht, we zitten in zo'n nepkamer of zo. Dat is weer net als de reality stone van Sternos. Het is gewoon vloep en dat is gewoon in een ruimte zitten met een stoel en een tafel.
What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of HEPHAESTUS will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold it this extra projection for long. You should have killed me.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise. Okay? I just need you to hold out a while longer.
Wie is het andere in die stoel dan? Was het niet, is dat die tweede kloon?
Then I think it can be done.
I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Silent's army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
With Ďábla and her rebels, he won't have a choice. Will be his only option.
Going to
Only option
motherfucking
for what?
Silent.
What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister. Will be Silent's only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest.
Nee.
Use the override that Beta gave
Vooral
me
is
at
niet
Gemini
dood.
to
Kom
put
op.
an end to Ďábla's rebellion. From the air.
Wait.
He isn't dead.
Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenat.
What the fuck is that for beast?
The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regala's army and they'll receive quite a surprise. So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring silence to the table.
Not if. When. Erend, are you there?
Aloy!
Erend, oh,
Aloy, is
listen.
that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... we're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
Just to let you know, I'm now...
Yo, Roblox player Leo voor Leo. Nee, ik kan het zeggen.
patched into your focus network.
Great. I take it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regala's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood.
Even, ik ga naar mijn andere account, joh, is goed.
Ready for anything now? Behemoth could bring down a mountain if it wanted to. Dead to knock. What happened here? I better take a look at the bodies. He's in my pack.
When you're wounded, you have to strike back. Draw blood.
Hey! Can't I get one damn minute to mourn my friend?
Regala is going to slaughter my tribe to overthrow Hekarro. The Zeniths have Beta and Gaia. We can't sit around wallowing in our losses.
Kotallo's right. We must fight.
Oh, all right. So what are we gonna do, huh? Take on all of Regala's rebels?
Not to mention the Zeniths. What can we even do? Throw ourselves at their base?
Something like that. So...
Hij heeft nog steeds niet zwaar wat ik wil.
After we lost contact with you, we regrouped and went to Gemini. What happened? The recording we found on Varl's focus cut off when that Zenith Eric...
The Zeniths were tracking Hephaestus. When Gaia trapped it in Gemini, they knew where we were. After Varl tried to stop them. They took Beta and Gaia. I only survived because one of the Zeniths turned against the others to save me.
One of them? Well... At least we didn't lose you too. So what do we do now?
We're going to defeat the Zeniths. And get Beta and Gaia back. But first... we're going to stop Regala.
How?
Back in Gemini, Beta gave me... a gift. There's something I need to do first to make it work, but it could put an end to the bloodshed.
Word is, Regala's readying her army for an all-out assault on the Grove. I need to be there.
I know. Go. Stand with Hekarro.
Ja, maar waar de fuck blijft die arm van hem?
Strike true as the 10.
The rest of you, whatever preparations you need to make, upgrades, resupplies, get on it. It won't be long before we take the fight to the Zeniths.
We'll be ready, Aloy. And when you're ready, meet me outside the east exit. I'd like to have a word in private.
Even when things are darkest, you're the flame that lights the way forward.
Just tell me one thing. Am I gonna get to smash up a bunch of Zenith bastards?
We all are.
Good.
Before I do anything else, I should
Ja.
check on Zoe. It sounded important.
Ik ga eens even hier even denken. Holy shit. Oké. Ik ga even naar een kampvuur. Jee, ik moet er naar een kampvuur. En dan ga ik de Steam stoppen. En dan ga ik Minecraft van de SMP. Dus alvast bedankt voor het kijken, jongens. We gaan de volgende keer gaan we hier is het. Zo. Ja. Het is nu 2 minuten 5. Ja. Als ik nog 10 minuten door ga, heb ik precies een stream van 10 uur. Of 2. Ja. Ik ga nog even 10 minuten door. Nee.
Skin's cracking from the cold.
Nee.
Over here, Aloy.
Niet het graf van Fall, toch? Nou, wacht even, Luc.
Met oren, man. Wie hebben we daar? Het is 8 uur.
Ja, wacht even, ik ben nog Horizon. Ik ben live, trouwens.
Kale meneer. Met wat ben je live?
Horizon.
Oké, moet je dan...
Er is net iemand dood gegaan, dus even...
Other times we would...
Is goed als je bent. Ik heb hier dan maar weer zitten. En dat is van de SMP.
Ja, dat doe ik ook ongeveer. Om ongeveer over 10 minuutjes ga ik in de SMP.
Now he can always look out at plain zone.
Maar er is iemand doodgaan.
Maar mag ik wel wat diamonds spelen, want anders heb ik echt plan te. Oh ja. Misschien moet ik helemaal niet naar de voetballen. Kut, ik moet penalties zo goed doen, hè? Oké,
nou,
dit
ik heb niemand stemt voor Roblox, ze hebben FC, hè? Het is 50-50.
Their mother called it useless, but...
Heb jullie al gestemd?
Nee.
It wasn't easy.
Wat?
But I tracked down the flower.
Nooit zo.
Gathered its seeds.
Ja, hoeveel mensen hebben gestemd? 8 mensen, 50% Wreckfest en 50% Rekrom. En trouwens, ik zet aan voor Jonas. Hallo.
Ja, hallo.
Er is iemand dood gegaan, Luc. Even stilte.
Ja. 50%, als het 50% is, alle 2 games, dan ga ik nog niet live. Want dan is het echt beslist is. Zo. Ik ga eens even FC. Bijna 100 uur aan FC. En ik heb de 300 uur vandaag gehaald.
So it is with the land.
Voor Minecraft.
And so it is with us. I'm with child, Aloy.
What?
I was going to tell him when he got back from Gemini.
No.
Instead, one day.
Ja, ik zag je op offline modus. Ik dacht, oh, ik moet je even fighten. Ik zag dat je live was, dus.
Then watch the sunrise.
I never got to tell him.
Hoezo ben je aan het huilen?
To thank him. saving my life, sure, but also
30 munten pakket.
for not giving up on me.
Wat krijg je?
He always knew.
Navas. Ik krijg Navas.
Navas! Ik heb Navas!
Dat is geen walkout, hè? Dat is 85.
Nou, dat is wel een walkout.
Nee, vals echt dood.
Zo'n pak. Is jouw moeder dood?
Try to visit again.
En hoe ging het met die autist?
For now. I need
Jouw
to go to the
moeder.
fabrication terminal
Ik heb
to
niet eens
install the
even
new
goed
override
kunnen
on my
praten met hem.
Then I'll use the signal.
Ik ben die kipje aan mijn chatje. Wow, nee, Eiken! Nee. Wat is het? Ah, ik had zo'n blauwe velg, zo waarop het hier of hier leek. Maar ik zie je gedist hebben wat het was. Want dit is ook zo'n blauwe velg, nee.
Ik wil echt kijk deze.
Ik dacht, dit was een blauwe dinges. Dus ik dacht het was het team of the year. Ja. Het was een groot pakket.
Nou, Panno moest toch om 8 online zijn?
Ja, maximaal 10 over, dus om 10 over dan
Ga
ik Minecraft.
This room looks different. That
Hoe?
hologram looks like a
Ballenham in je kont. Ballenham in je kont. Ik ben Bob de Bouwer.
Ik ga 5 verdedigers dus doen. Mij boeit het niet meer.
Echt.
Ik ga een 86 doen welke ik echt niet gebruik.
Stuur het Disham.
I thought you were gonna go fight some Tanakh.
wanted to check in with you first.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Ja, moet ik een 86 in doen.
pick
Dat
up
is al even
pieces
niet
like
jongens.
everyone else. I'll be there.
Ik zou ik niet in doen.
Oh.
Ik ga...
86.
Maar je hebt zo'n goede spelers. Je hebt een goede spelers en ik niet.
Ha! You never want to hold back, are you?
Ik heb dat op een andere zo staan op Engels.
Down for this mission of yours.
Ik doe arcade erin nog.
Usual screw up out there.
You'll do fine, Errant.
Zo slecht.
Ja, dat weet ik.
I see you've got strike set up.
Ik ook niet.
Teach me?
I would.
Maar wat? Maar ik weet niet wat folder is, weet jij
You're better
dat?
off learning from
Folder
Salma.
betekent dat je heel veel spelers hebt.
She can be pretty
Heel veel spelers die
She
heel
knows
hoog
strike as well as
zijn.
any Tanakh.
Nee.
Guess I'll have to make some time to visit her when
Ja,
I
ik ga
can.
die nog eens gewoon die inpluggen. Ik heb toch leuk.
Do you think Sam will be okay?
I don't think anyone's ever okay
Ja,
after
Bob, man,
losing
die
one
man.
they love.
Ik ga toch
Oh,
I can't tell you she's
nee, die is echt goed, man. Die is echt goed, vind ik.
Ja, maar ik gebruik die niet.
Weet je waarom ik zat professioneel te spelen?
Yeah, when she's not reading the
Die
archives
spelers
like a
kunnen
giddy
er niet.
kid drinking her first ale.
En hij had zo'n hele goede save gedaan. De keeper was uit het doel. En hij had hem eruit gekopt.
Oké. Nou, kom op. Ik wil hem even halen.
Je moet nog een 85 erin
You'll
doen.
have to stay back here a little longer.
Well, you go do what you gotta
Dus ja,
do.
die in.
Are you okay?
En die 79 moet weg.
It's not just Varl we lost. Beta's gone.
Ja, die 84 moet
I
ik
almost
wel
lost it
houden.
when I realized my sister had been taken by Derval.
Steeds niet. Ai, nou, die 81 moet ook weg. Als ik moet toch die 84 in doen. Dus wordt het ja of nee, ja.
Anybody take you up on that ale you brought yet?
Kalma.
Zo can't stand the smell of it. I tried Alva, but I don't think she knows what
Aina.
taking a break means.
What about Catalo?
Now there's a man that can hold his liquor. Pretty sure we downed half
Maar nee, je moet nog een 85 erin doen.
Nee, die heb ik niet. Ja, doe maar bronst in. Voor
You better get there before Apollo tries to take on Regalla's entire army by himself.
Ik ben zo slim. Ja, zeg ik wist dat dit een hele goede is. Ja, als het team of the year het eerste in zit, jongen.
Nee, niet kijken. Oké, nee. Die mandels. Nee, die 680, dit is het dubbele. En je ziet het dat het niet dubbel is.
Stopping
Een Rüdiger.
It'll help us take the fight to the zeniths. Yes. Then I'll make sure the rest of us are ready upon your return. Okay.
Ja, ga ik zo doen, man.
About those Grimhorns we were hunting. We still need to harvest their control cores.
Nou, maar ga je, of bedoel, Panda, ga je Minecraft?
Ja, zo.
Thank you.
Ja, joh, dit was de stream.
Whatever you plan on doing against
Bedankt voor het kijken. Later.
Dat is geen kutstream.